Now consider question number 10. If the sum of the first p times of an AP is equal to the sum of the first q times, then find sum of the first p plus q times. In an AP, sum of the first p times is equal to the sum of the first q times. It can happen so. If so, find the sum of the first p plus q times. It is given sum of the first p times, that is SP, is equal to sum of the first q times, that is SQ. SP can be expressed as p by 2 plus 2a plus p minus 1d. Why? Sum to n times is given by Sn equals n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1d. Therefore, sum of the first p times must be p by 2 into 2a plus p minus 1d. Similarly, SQ must be q by 2 into 2a plus q minus 1d. Here, P stands for n. Here also, q stands for n. Therefore, n by 2 becomes p by 2. N minus 1 becomes p minus 1. Here, n by 2 becomes q by 2. N minus 1 becomes q minus 1. Now, multiplying both sides by 2, p into 2a plus p minus 1d is equal to q into 2a plus q minus 1d. Both sides are multiplied by 2. Now expanding 2ap plus pd into p minus 1 to aq plus qd into q minus 1. Now this 2ap can be shifted to the other side. Then pd into p minus 1 minus this right side qd into q minus 1 taken to the left. So in the next step, it is pd into p minus 1 minus qd into q minus 1 is equal to aq minus 2ap. Expanding p square d minus pd minus q square d plus qd is equal to 2a into q minus p. 2a is common. Now here we can take d as a common factor. D into p square minus q square plus q minus p is equal to 2a into q minus p. P square minus q square can be split as p plus q into p minus q. P square minus q square is written as the product of p plus q and p minus q minus of p minus q. Minus of p, it is minus sign, minus of minus q, it is plus q. That is equal to 2a plus 2a into q minus p. Now here p minus q, here another p minus q. This p minus q can be taken as a common factor. D into p minus q into, here it is p plus q. When p minus q is divided by p minus q, we get 1. With a minus sign here, that is minus 1. On the right, it is 2a into q minus p. And if minus 1 is taken outside, it can be written as minus 2a into p minus p. Why? On the left it is p minus q. We can make the right also p minus q by taking minus 1 out. Now dividing by p minus q, we get d into p plus q minus 1 is equal to negative 2a. Now we can shift this negative 2a to the left, that is 2a plus p plus q minus 1d. 2a plus p plus q minus 1d must be 0. On the right there remains only 0. Now you have to get the sum of the first p plus q times. Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1d. Therefore, Sp plus q must be p plus q by 2 into 2a plus p plus q minus 1 d. Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 d. Here p plus q replaces n. Therefore, n minus 1 d becomes p plus q minus 1 d. S p plus q. Sum of the first p plus q terms is equal to p plus q by 2. You go back to the formula n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1d. Here, instead of n, we have p plus q. Therefore, p plus q by 2 into 2a plus, instead of n, we have p plus q. P plus q minus 1d. But in the previous line, we have proved 2a plus p plus q minus 1 to be 0. 2a plus p plus q minus 1 times d is proved to be 0. Therefore, for this portion, 2a plus p plus q minus 1 d, we can write 0. Now, p plus q into p plus q by 2 into 0. A number multiplied by 0 is 0 itself. P plus q by 2 into 0 is 0. Therefore, in this case, sum of the first p plus q terms is found to be 0. Since Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1d. We have applied this formula here also. Alright.